It's me, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and you're watching Live at 9, baby.
Wednesday, we made it to November 1st. Welcome to Live at 9, where Memphis comes alive. Along with your top news, weather with Todd Demers, and trending topics in Coffee with Corey, here's a look at our guest lineup. So what do election seasons and the stock market surprises have in common? Well, Bluff City Advisory Group managing partner Chirag Chauhan is sharing why you shouldn't panic with your portfolio no matter who wins. Then we are honoring our nation's veterans in a classic way. U.S. Navy Lieutenant Jennifer Benny is sharing her story and a sneak peek of this year's pinups for vets. World War II inspired calendar that is making waves for veteran support. And we're going to be joined by Rock and Romp organizer, BVO co-founder Marvin Stockwell, who'll talk about Memphis's family-friendly concert scene and the new happenings at Mud Island. Plus, Soul Scrimmage band leader Hope Claiborne is hitting the stage with us with her famous blend of funky jazz and soul. You do not want to miss her. I am a groupie, literally, okay? So we have a jam-packed show ahead. Settle in and let us show you what Memphis is made of. But first, be sure to record the show so you never miss an episode. Connect with us online at our website, liveat9.tv. That's also our handle on social media. Well, November 1st marks the Day of the Dead, or El Día de los Muertos. The holiday is celebrated in Mexico and also across the United States. And according to History.com, tradition says that the gates of heaven are open at midnight on October 31st, and the spirits of children can rejoin their families for 24 hours. The spirits of adults follow suit on November 2nd. Pets are also not forgotten during this time as families set up altars to honor all their loved ones with flowers, candles, and photos. You've seen them throughout the years. Well, locals can also take part in the annual Dia de los Muertos parade and festival here in Memphis this weekend. Now, this is the 8th year for Casa Teatro Bilingual Theater Group and Memphis Brooks Museum of Art to host this celebration. The parade begins in Overton Square, 11 a.m. Saturday. Then it winds its way through Midtown and ends at the Memphis Brooks Museum of Art in Overton Park. The festival will include art, face painting, live music, and costume performers. So the spirit of Christmas will also take over Southeast Memphis Saturday. The Church of God in Christ Holy Convocation is kicking off its annual Christmas in November citywide giveaway tomorrow. Hundreds of people are expected to turn out to Greater Community Temple Kojic on Winchester Road, thousands even. Now, the giveaway begins 9 a.m., ends at 3 p.m., so it's all day there. Residents will have access to groceries, clothing, household goods, furniture, even appliances. The event also includes health screenings, vaccinations, dental hygiene services. So it's not just things. Organizers say an on-site college and career fair is going to be happening there, offering a unique opportunity for people to explore education and employment prospects. The Holy Convocation, the largest annual gathering of Kojic members worldwide, officially begins November 5th and then ends on the 12th. More good news on this Friday morning. Americans will all get an extra hour of sleep this weekend. Thank you, baby Jesus in the manger. Daylight saving time ends at 2 a.m. local time on Sunday. It is the biannual practice of changing from daylight saving time to standard time. The sun will rise earlier in the morning, making early commutes slightly brighter. On the other end, though, the sun will set earlier, and experts say that the fallback should be easier on our bodies, but it still may take a while to adjust your sleep habits, not to mention the downsides of leaving work totally in the dark or trying exercise while there's still enough light. Some people with seasonal affective disorder, a type of depression, usually linked to the shorter days and less sunlight of fall and winter, may struggle as well. Some health groups, including the American Medical Association and American Academy of Sleep Medicine, have said that it is time to do away with time switches. I'm with them on that. They say sticking with standard time aligns better with the sun and human biology. And as we head into the weekend, we are all wondering about this forecast. The ground is wet still. Weather expert Todd Demers here now with a first look at what we can expect Friday and beyond. Hey, Todd.
Good morning, Kanji. What do you plan to do with that extra hour this weekend? I mean, it sounds to me like you were going to utilize that sleep option,
Yes.
but I just wasn't sure.
I'm going to be out cold, or I hope I will, because you know what? My eyes are going to probably pop open.
Well, I tell you what, I hope everyone has a way to enjoy that extra hour with this 49-hour weekend coming up. As you mentioned, the end of daylight saving time coming up. Most people set their clocks back if they're going to do so Saturday night. And that way, by the time you wake up on Sunday morning, everything is going to be just fine. But again, we fall back. So officially 2 o'clock Sunday morning, you set your clock back an hour. But if you do it on Saturday night, that's great. Your phones will probably take care of it by themselves. But I'm thinking of like microwaves and ovens and stereos that still have little flashing lights there. Here it is on Storm Tracker 3S, the remnants of our cold front that has moved through the area. It brought some stormy weather to the Mid-South yesterday midday, but now skies are beginning to clear across the Mid-South. So that's really going to be some good news. Comfortably cool temperatures have returned behind that cold front. We're currently in the upper 50s and lower 60s, and throughout the course of the day, the northeast winds, the sunshine, crisp, cool weather ahead. I think it's going to be a gorgeous day. Again, a high right around 70, which is very close to what you'd consider normal for this time of year. Dry for this evening, but coming up an unsettled weekend. We're warming up. There's a chance for some isolated showers. Don't change around your plans, but we are talking temperatures closer to 80 degrees with about a 20% chance of showers. Next week, well, it's a roller coaster ride of temperatures and rain chances. You don't want to miss it. The 7-day forecast is just ahead.
Thanks so much, Todd. As we get closer to Election Day, many people may have concerns not only about the outcome, but what that could mean for their finances. Well, Chirag Chauhan is managing partner of Bluff City Advisor Group here in Memphis, and he is joining us now to sort out fact from fiction when it comes to the rumors about the things like the stock market, what it may or may not do, how it could be impacted by the election. Thank you for coming in.
Sure.
Everything is just so weird to me right now, just everything, and people are on edge. So can you talk to me about presidential elections and how they typically affect stock market performance?
Sure. If you look historically speaking, stock markets perform very well during a presidential election or a year of a presidential election. For example, the stock market in the U.S. is up over 20% year to date. Okay,
so I mean, people are, holding on to their money. Some people are. Can you just talk to that, and why should not an individual investor not make major financial moves once a winner is announced?
Yeah, sure. First off, we tell people to try to disconnect emotion from their finances. People are very sensitive to family and money, but when constructing an investment plan, you should really stick to your diversification and allocation and not try to make big bets on who's going to win the election.
So if short-term volatility does happen after an election, what advice do you have for people when it comes to investments?
Sure. Anytime there's a changing of the guard, there's policy changes that are, spoken of. However, everybody tends to meet towards a happy medium. So while it may be volatile, it's always best to stay the course within your portfolio.
Well, okay, so you're an expert, and some people are just starting out. I mean, is this a good time to maybe just dip your toe in, or what do you think?
I think any time is a good time to dip your toe in. I've never met anyone that said, I wish I would have started saving later. So I think
yeah, because I'm like, Starbucks, what was I thinking?
Right.
Apple, and then when they split, I'm like, oh.
Yes, so I think any time is a good time, as long as you have the disposable income to allocate towards those.
Okay, so tell me what advice you have for someone who's investing in the stock market, whose preferred nominee doesn't win on the November 5th election day. I mean, what does that mean?
Yeah, so if you want to separate your political beliefs from your investment strategy.
Oh boy, yeah.
And it's hard to do because people are emotional about it. But, I think over the long term, what we found is that depending on whether it's a Democrat or Republican in office, the market tends to do its own thing and navigate any sort of potential policy outcomes.
So, okay, let's just talk about just what's happening, behind that curtain. When there are people, I guess what you're saying, who are in place, who have been doing this for a long time,
Right.
and green is green money.
Right.
And, so can you just explain what's happening behind the scenes with people who are keeping the balance with the stock market?
Yeah, sure. There's always investment opportunity out there, and that's why we always recommend working with a professional money manager that can help take that emotion out of your investing and look for any of those opportunities, regardless of who's got the power in office.
Okay, so bull and bear, explain that in layman's terms.
Sure.
What is that, and why is that so important right now, especially to think about?
A bull is somebody that has very positive sentiment and thinking that the market's going to continue going up and be very trend upwards.
And that means you can make money.
That's right.
In a bull market, right?
Exactly.
Or
then you have the other side of the coin where you have what we call bears, and they're very bearish on the upcoming prospects of the economy, and therefore expect that the stock market won't do as well, or that it might actually go down.
So what do you do when you're in the mindset of the bear, where they're hibernating, like, what do you do in a bearish type of mentality?
Yeah, sure. I think always have a well-diversified portfolio.
And when you say diversified, explain that.
So a good mix of stocks, bonds, cash, alternatives. Depends on somebody's risk tolerance and their propensity to withstand a loss. So there are some people that are more conservative, some people more aggressive. But I always tell people, remember past times, past crises that we've had that we weren't supposed to get through, and we've gotten through all of those in the past. So I think this will simply be one for the history books, and the market will continue doing its thing.
I mean, if we got through a pandemic, we can get through an election, right?
I think we can.
Okay, thank you so much for just, making sense of this. And you're with Bluff City Advisory Group, and that's the telephone number if you have more questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And there is much more Live at 9 ahead. We are stepping back into the past with a tribute to military veterans. Learn how one nonprofit is putting their own spin on the pinup girl in the name of support those who have served our country. That's coming up. Welcome back to Live at 9. Thank you for staying with us. There is a lot to do across the greater Memphis area tonight and into the weekend. Weather expert Todd Demers back with another check of our forecast. And in case you're still working on your plans for Saturday and Sunday, he knows what to do.
That's right. First, keep working on those plans. Don't change them around, even if I say, oh, there's a slight chance of scattered showers over the weekend, because they are just that, the very slight chance over the weekend. So nothing to wash out or rain on your parade or your 5K, or if you still have a farmer's market that you want to go to. Yes, we're dealing with a little bit of leftover cloud cover, but boy, what a great view from the Gold Strike Skyview camera network. This is our tower cam out east. It's right there at Whitten I-40. So you're looking more towards Appling here off in the distance, beginning to see some leaves changing colors there in those beautiful trees. Storm Tracker 3S has been watching as this cloud cover has been breaking up over the past couple of hours. We obviously started this morning cloudy. We even had some light drizzle in the area, but conditions have continued to improve. I am a little concerned about this frontal boundary that moved through and brought us all the stormy weather yesterday. It's stalled out and it's getting ready to make a return to the mid-south as a warm front. As that happens and it lifts through the area, we'll see a little bit of instability, a slight chance for some showers from that, as well as some warmer temperatures as well. 74 was yesterday's high, but keep in mind when we talk about the almanac, the average high now, we're on November 1st. 68 and 48 are the norms for this time of year. How much rain did you see yesterday? Well, we picked up about a half an inch out at the airport, almost an inch at the National Weather Service office out at the Agri Center. Jackson over an inch, Jonesboro, Tupelo, almost an inch of rain. That helped us out a little bit for the month because it had been so dry. We still ended up over 3 inches below normal for the month of October. It was one of the dry ones. 59 right now with the northerly breezes, and the cloud cover may put a little bit of a chill in the air. Some long sleeves and maybe even a light jacket would be a great idea to hold close at hand. Low and mid 70s. Watch what happens overnight and into tomorrow. I mentioned how you got to enjoy it while you can, because by tomorrow we'll start off right around 60. It'll be a beautiful start to the day, but as soon as these south and southeasterly winds start to kick back in, the temperatures are going to be climbing quickly back through the mid and maybe even upper 70s for afternoon highs. So yes, high pressure is bringing us some northerly winds today, but starting tomorrow, as that frontal boundary, remember how I mentioned, is going to back up as a warm front through our area. Strong southerly flow is back. Temperatures are climbing and storms are building once again out west. It looks like it's going to be Tuesday when our next big storm system will move in, but you're noticing these winds starting to return from the south as we make our way through the weekend itself. And as you can see on the 7-day forecast, while today's weather is looking pretty fantastic, as we make our way into the weekend, southerly winds are warming us back up. We mentioned a moment ago that we're falling back 1 hour, turning back our clocks 1 hour Saturday night. The weekend looks great, but I'm concerned about Monday being a little bit on the windy side, some gusting winds. Tuesday offering up a pretty good chance of rain with a cold front. And then look at these cooler temperatures that are on their way back into the mid-south by the middle and end of next week. Back to near normal with highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s.
The pinup girl first appeared in 1941. Pinups did not become a social phenomenon until the mid-1943, that year in there, when GIs wrote to Life magazine asking for illustrated or Hollywood pinups and images of everyday women. And according to a 2020 study by the University of Iowa, by the end of 1944, pinup girls were increasingly represented by wives and girlfriends of homesick soldiers. And now, more than 80 years later, a version of the pinup still exists. And one nonprofit is using them to support our veterans. To learn more, we are live with Jennifer Benny, an Iraq War veteran and U.S. Navy pilot who lives here in the Mid-South. You just know the push. It's just like, okay. Well, I mean, we're nearing November 11th, right? Veterans Day.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, just tell me how, how did you become part of this initiative?
Sure. So I am a Navy veteran. I'm a former Navy pilot. I was winged 3 days after 9/11.
Oh, wow.
And I went out to San Diego. I flew the 60 Bravo, which is the Navy's version of the Black Hawk.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
yes, it was quite
There
exciting.
you are.
There I am. Yes, one of the first women in my squadron, call sign Yoko, because I broke up the band. But it was so exciting and fun.
You're the Yoko Ono of your bands.
Exactly.
It's so funny.
But it was a great experience, and I did 7 years in the United States Navy. I got out after my initial commitment. Went back to school, went to grad school at the University of Memphis, got a master's degree of history, and started to get online and do some history-related content, and that's where I learned about the nonprofit Pinups for Vets.
So you have this YouTube page, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's called
Walk with History, 'cause
Right.
I take you to the location.
Oh my goodness. And so then they noticed you and they reached out?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so tell me, what is this nonprofit, Pinups for Vets?
Pinups for Vets, so plural. So every woman in this calendar is a veteran. All of us have service. In this calendar alone, this is the new calendar for 2025, there's over 117 years of service. Every woman is a veteran. Again, I'm the only Navy veteran. I'm Miss October. It's the Navy's birth month.
It's a perfect month because that's when I was born.
Yes, it is.
No.
It's the best month. Go Navy. And we have 2 Purple Hearts. They sandwich us. They're January and December. But every service is represented by women. And it's really great to be a part of.
Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of being a part of this, why did you want to, when they reached out, what happened from that point forward and why did you say yes?
Well, I love the historic aspect of the pinup. I love what the pinup represents in history, what men were fighting for in World War II. They wanted to be reminded of their wives and their mothers and their sisters. And so I just like that historical aspect of it. But I also love what they do. We have visited over 49 states. We only have Alaska to go.
What month are you?
It's October.
So wait, you said October, yes.
And we visited over 20,000 veterans already. We go to the veteran homes. We sign the calendars for them. So it's just something that we can do to give back to the generation that came before us.
Oh, this is so good.
So when I visit the veteran homes, I've done Kentucky and Mississippi. I sign the calendar. I talk to the veteran, ask them about their service, when they served, what service they were in. And it's just a great way to connect with the other generation and visit them and let them know that they haven't been forgotten.
Our service numbers
Yes.
are low.
Yes.
Right. What is something you would tell, as we approach Veterans Day to just the people out there who are considering service? What would you say is the importance?
I would say it's the best decision I ever made in my life.
In what way?
So I got to be a pilot in the United States Navy.
Well,
I have
there's that.
I have an undergraduate degree and a master's degree, all paid for by the United States Navy, no student loan debt. I got to see the world. I got to be an influence in women and men. I was the highest ranking female on my last ship. It gave me so much confidence, but I always say the gift of perspective. To be an American woman, you will never appreciate it more until you go into other countries and see what it's like to be a woman in another country.
Right. And so when you think back on your service, how many years, what is the commitment like for someone who is considering this? And then it sounds like we already heard the return. I mean, everyone complains about student debt. It's not just that, but the service too.
Sure. So it depends on what you want to do in the United States Navy. It depends on how much training you're going to get. But usually the initial commitment is 4 years.
Okay.
And then depending on what kind of training you want to do and what you want to be. As a pilot, it depends. It's usually 6 to 8 years as initial commitment, and depending on different jobs. But usually after you do those 4 years, you're eligible for a GI Bill. You can go to college. I met a lot of students at the University of Memphis who were getting their undergraduate degrees from their military service. So it provides you a lot of opportunity even for that initial commitment.
Okay, and then when you think of how this is impacting our veterans, can you just speak to that and then tell us how people can get a copy?
So this is the 2025 calendar. So I know everyone's doing shopping right now for Christmas and Veterans Day. This is such a great nonprofit. Again, we visited over 20,000 veterans in VA homes. I've already seen over 100 in Kentucky, 100 in Mississippi, some veterans who never get visits. I dress pin up when I go in, I talk with them, I spend time with them. So it's just a great way to give back to the generation of veterans before us. You can find it at pinups, plural, because it's more than one, pinupsforvets.com.
Okay, wonderful. First of all, thank you so much for your service and just your diversified perspective where, you know, you're able to just take all these different skills and then present them so that it's, you know, the consumption can happen so that people can look for the next veterans and look after the past. So
absolutely. I think being a United States veteran, like I said, the gift of perspective, but also confidence. I think it gives a lot to our younger generation that you can do it, you can be somebody great, you can do something great, and you can make an impact on your country.
All right, I think we heard it all, right? That was amazing. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Amazing. And coming up, Mud Island will be rocking this weekend. Stay with us. The organizer of Rock and Romp is here along with the music headliner Hope Clayburgh. I am a groupie. I'm a groupie. Her band is going to perform with her live here in our studio. Soul Scrimmage coming up.
We're back on Live at 9. Now, here's Kanji.
Halloween may be over, but the tricks and treats are not. A family-friendly Halloween extravaganza is set to happen at Mud Island Rockin' this weekend. To talk about that and more, we are live with Rock and Romp organizer Marvin Stockwell and musician Hope Claiborne, thank you so much.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
How's it going?
Yes, it's your groupie right here. I mean, because I've seen her play 2 wind instruments at once like this. So, I mean, I used to follow you everywhere you performed.
I'm so
not a
honored.
stalker.
Thank you. I don't mind. It's all good.
All right, so Marvin, why did you choose to host the Rock and Romp at different locations this year?
So Rock and Romps are always the opportunity for people who have kids who don't want to lose track of the music scene to kind of catch current bands, and we wanted to continue in that tradition. But
Is that you? Are you doing that for you? Because aren't you like a parent?
our youngest is 14 now,
okay,
so
yeah.
like I'm almost aged out of that classic Rock and Romp
Now you're-
age.
yeah.
But so but really the reason we're doing it at Mud Island is twofold. A, love Mud Island. Back in the day, some of our most successful Rock and Romps were opening day at Mud Island, so we definitely wanted to recapture that. But I'm also one of the co-founders of Baron von Opperbein and the River of Time, or Bevo for short. And our brand new space is we're building inside the old Mississippi River Museum at Mud Island. So we want to invite people to come out and get a sneak peek of Bevo and play have a rock and romp right outside essentially our backyard.
All right, and so what can we expect from you?
Well, you know what I do. I bring the energy and the fun and the funk, and we specialize in soul music. So my band's Hope Claiborne Soul Scrimmage, and I got the guys over there. So we want to bring back some Memphis soul, but mix it in with jazz and rock and all that stuff. So the kids get to see horns and drums and guitars. Hopefully, maybe sometimes it'll be the first time they'll see a band. So we want to make a great impression.
And here's how obsessed I am. I also know that you have been a longtime nurse, so you literally serve our community through just helping people with their health, and then also giving their minds health through the music.
Yeah.
What can we expect with this concert event, and
Sure.
what sets it apart from others?
Well, one of the things that we've always tried to do with Rock and Romp is to take people on a tour of our one-of-a-kind Memphis, funky, eclectic, awesome music scene. And honestly, and I'm not just saying this because Hope's standing here right next to me. I mean, Hope Claiborne Soul Scrimmage is one of the best bands in Memphis. Okay? No, seriously, you know this. And there's actually a whole lot of diversity even within their own set of music. So back in the day, we had Hope play a Rock and Romp. It was one of my favorite Rock and Romps ever. So having Hope back was a no-brainer. We're also going to have food trucks and mem pops and a costume contest. Our kind of creative lead, Christopher Reyes, he also teaches karate, so he's going to have his young students there giving a martial arts demo. And then if that weren't enough, right, we're going to have DJs, but if that weren't enough, at the end, immediately following Rock and Romp, former Shelby County historian Jimmy Ogle is going to give a free Mud Island walking tour.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
just a bunch of things going on.
That's very
Jimmy's
cool.
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And how can people get tickets? What's the way to?
Oh, just at the door. Pay at the door.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Now I wish we were sophisticated enough to do the. No.
And the kids are free. That's
The kids are
important.
free.
Kids are free.
Adults
Yeah.
are $5.
I know, that's all you need.
Yeah.
So Downtown Memphis Commission and Memphis Made, we're our sponsors. Want to give them a shout out. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Thanks for doing that. For sponsoring this. And what song are you going to perform for us today?
We're going to do a song off my new record called Nobody. The record's called Y'all So Loud, and the song is called Nobody, because it's about, you don't need anybody to tell you that you're somebody. You don't need nobody to tell you you're somebody.
That's right.
Oh my God. Okay,
Preach.
I'm done with the day. Like I'm going to just go to sleep. No. You're performing.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for having this event.
Thank you for having
and
us.
Can't wait to see more. All right, we'll be right back with that. So don't change the channel. Hope Claiborne Soul Scrimmage, the whole band's here. They're set to perform live here in our studio in just about 2 minutes. Plus, we are talking trending topics and Coffee with Corey coming up. Live from Memphis is throwing a Halloween rock and romp this Saturday. There will be arts, crafts, a costume contest, and of course, music. Catch Hope Claiborne's Soul Scrimmage at the big event on Mud Island beginning 1 p.m. And how we are now going to hear Hope and her band with a preview of what you can expect this weekend. Hit it!
Good morning, Memphis! 1, 2, 3! Woo! Let's go!
Coffee with Corey, brewed in part by Kroger.
All right, welcome back. It's Friday.
I know. We're so happy about
Yes,
that.
we
It's been
are.
a long week.
Oh, a little long.
But that music was energizing.
Yeah, I'm
so
like-
now I've got like a second wind, and I'm just like, let's go into the weekend. And let's start with our first story. So for starters, November 1st marks a major milestone for one popular icon. That's because Hello Kitty turns 50 today. How about that? The bow-wearing character's fictional birthday has brought museum exhibits, a theme park, and a national tour. And that's just in Japan. Sanrio, the Japanese entertainment company that holds the rights to Hello Kitty, name and image, kicked off the festivities a year ago with an animation account on TikTok, Roblox, and on an avatar for a social networking app. Now, there's also one thing about Hello Kitty. She's proven adaptable, clearly, during her very long career. Hello Kitty has conquered the world of commerce, fashion, and entertainment. So unlike Mickey Mouse and Snoopy, Hello Kitty actually did not start as a cartoon. A young Sanrio illustrator drew her in 1974 as a decoration for stationery, tote bags, cups, and other small accessories. And the rest, as they say, is history. So you have Hello Kitty turning 50. Do you remember the frog, Kiro Kurapi?
No.
Oh man, so there's a frog character as well, and I had all of that. Like I had Hello Kitty and Kiro Kurapi because I just thought the frog was the cutest thing ever.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
but
now
50 years old.
I'm going to go into
Look
a
at
dive
Kiro
now.
Kurapi because it's
Well-
the cutest thing. Like pencils and little tote things and like pencil holders and stuff. I had
Yes.
all of that in elementary school.
And I loved the Hello Kitty, like everything, like the erasers that smell
Yes.
good. And you know what? Hello Kitty is a cat. Okay. You
Is
know how
it?
there's this debate.
I know, there is a huge debate. Is it a cat?
They're saying
They're
that Hello
saying it
Kitty is a
is. So-
human with like, you know,
With,
you
like,
know how
yeah,
I
yeah.
get
There's like
worked
big,
up on
like
things.
a big rabbit hole you can go down.
Hello Kitty's a cat.
There you go.
okay?
Hello Kitty. Okay, moving on. Major changes are ahead for fans of Starbucks. First, get ready to have your name butchered once again by baristas. Okay, so for the first time in 4 years, the coffee chain is having workers handwrite names on cups. So according to the reports, the Starbucks CEO says the company is, quote, tracking down the Sharpies baristas used to use to write the customers' names. So you remember you get the little names and notes, and up until the height of the pandemic, COVID, of course, for 2020, the CEO also says customers should also expect to get their orders hand-delivered by a barista in 4 minutes or less. I'm going to put a timer on that one. He also plans to pare down its food and drink offerings so baristas can focus on making fewer things consistently. Also, in a first attempt to streamline the customization process, Starbucks will stop charging extra for using non-dairy beverages in the drinks. So beginning November 7th, customers will be allowed to choose soy milk, oat milk, almond milk, or other varieties at no additional cost. So, kanji, when you go to Starbucks, when they were writing your name on your cup, did you actually get kanji or did you get like a wide variety of other things? Because there's no way.
They literally, because it comes up because I have the app.
Oh, so it legit
So,
is like you
yeah.
get your name spelled like
I don't know
perfectly?
why they never
Good for you.
did it. And also, there was a barista who had a little crush.
Oh, so your name was always with a little heart probably
Like,
on
hey.
it. Like latte of love. Here you go, kanji.
Yeah, no free lattes though. But they better keep my spinach wrap.
Oh.
They better keep, because you know
I
they
mean,
said they're
think
going to
about you get to order a wide variety, and you're just like, okay,
the
are those
spinach
frappuccinos?
What about you? Did they butcher your name?
I mean, I would always get like Tori, Corey, never
you-
spelt right, never
are you
accurate.
serious?
No,
Do
yeah.
you have the app?
I don't have the app. Remember, I also don't shop on Amazon.
Yeah.
So I'm like so low key.
Well, you know what though? That's fun. I think that's really
You're
fun that they messed up your
Until
name.
I find
and
like cute Christmas decorations and I'm like sending to my husband, I'm like, can you order this? Because this looks cool.
I'm going to delete the app now because I want them to butcher my name.
No. Okay. Well, and finally, this weekend is a very big weekend for Memphis 901 FC. You know, I love talking about soccer. So the much anticipated USL Championship playoffs are here, and the Beale Street Boys Blue are back in familiar surroundings. The postseason begins at AutoZone Park on Saturday, tomorrow. The Memphis 901 FC finished in the top 4 for the 3rd consecutive year, and this year they'll navigate the Western Conference side of the bracket in pursuit of the title, starting with Orange County SC in the conference quarterfinal round. Kickoff for the match is set for 1 o'clock, so it's an afternoon game tomorrow over at AutoZone Park, and the first 500 fans will get a free 901 FC bucket hat. And I've seen them posted on social media. You can follow them on social media too, but they have a fantastic account. Go watch some soccer.
Does your family have a favorite player? You know how people like.
We love them all. Like, I mean, we just can watch soccer 24/7, no matter if it's like an elite level Premier League or if we're watching MLS or USL or even my 11-year-old who plays soccer. Like, we can watch it all. Like, we love it.
Can you believe that? I mean, your favorite sport, we actually have a team. You know,
it's
that
the coolest
you can
thing
go
ever.
in
Yes,
this beautiful stadium.
It's a fantastic stadium.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Thanks for
have
all
a great
the
weekend.
soccer happenings. Yes, you too. Thanks. All right, and we'll be right back.
All right, welcome back, everyone. As you're getting ready to make plans to get outside and enjoy the weekend, I'm happy to report that your Friday is certainly starting off on a crisp, cool, and comfortable note. Storm Tracker 3S watched yesterday as heavy rain worked its way through the area. It certainly has left behind a little bit of cloud cover across the area this morning, but the skies are continuing to clear. The rain is continuing to move away along the line of that frontal boundary, which is going to try to return this weekend as a warm front and bring us a slight chance for a few stray showers. But again, that's Saturday and Sunday as we warm to near 80. Let's talk about today. Today's weather is looking fabulous with temperatures climbing through the mid-60s by lunchtime, nearing 70 before the day is through. But once again, with a lot of sunshine and northeasterly breezes, really making for a comfortable afternoon, a delightful evening. And even though we see a few clouds in the area tomorrow and just an isolated shower possible, most of us will be back into the mid-70s as that frontal boundary I mentioned moves back through the area. Because right now, high pressure is bringing in the northerly winds today. That's why the weather's going to be so delightful. But by tomorrow, a strong southerly flow is returning back behind that frontal boundary, and that's why we're going to warm up so quickly. And the 3-day outlook is already showing our next storm system's developing. That's the one that's going to be moving into our area by the time we get to Tuesday. Monday is looking windy, and then Tuesday is looking a little bit stormy, and then the cooler air really returns. But right now, we're just awaiting the arrival of those southerly winds to start to warm us up. Boy, there's a lot going going on in the 7-day forecast. Of course, this weekend we're falling back with the end of daylight saving time, so you get an extra hour of sleep or fun. And then I mentioned the storm approaching on Monday means windy conditions. Election Day on Tuesday, we'll be dodging a few raindrops. And then back behind that next front, our temperatures will be dropping dramatically. Mid and upper 60s for highs, mid and upper 40s for lows. And I know you're probably going to think this looks pretty chilly, but it's actually normal for this time of year. We have officially flipped the page on the calendar. Welcome to November, Kanji.
All right, thank you. And as you saw with that forecast, the temperatures are going to be dropping. Those temperatures will be cool, and many children in the greater Memphis area will need a way to stay warm. WRAG's annual Coats for Kids campaign is underway right now. And we're asking the Mid-South to donate new and gently used coats for children in pre-K through high school from now until November 15th. And there are drop-off spots set up all across Shelby County and into North Mississippi. So head over to our website, liveat9.tv, right? And then when you get there, click on Coats for Kids to learn more about where to take your donations. We'd like to thank you for joining us for Live at 9. Coming up Monday on our show, have you heard about West Memphis's new Buc-ee's, its first Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, and ambitious infrastructure upgrades? Well, West Memphis Mayor Marco McClendon is actually going to be here with us on Monday to share how new retail giants and infrastructure upgrades could mean new jobs and faster commutes for everyone involved. A lot going on there. Also, just in time for election season, we're going to have Dr. Karen Streeter. Dr. K is going to give us practical tips to manage that stress that many people are feeling because it's just this unknown. Well, she says there are ways to actually cope with that. So we're going to talk with her about that. Plus, AM Diabetes and Endocrinology's Dr. Kashif Latif is going to join us to talk about easy diabetes screening tools that can help you stay ahead of your health. And we also have Christian Brothers University offering an interactive STEM experience for students so you can learn how this could open doors for young scientists in your family. So we'll see you for all of this on Monday. We'll have your top news, weather with Todd Demers, and trending topics and coffee with Corey, of course. And we want to hear from you. Be sure to email your segment ideas to liveat9@wreg.com. And also visit our website, liveat9.tv. Don't forget to follow that handle on Facebook and Instagram. Have a great weekend, everybody. One word now from one of our sponsors. Have a great day. The Medicare annual enrollment period begins October 15th and runs through December 7th. During that time of year, Medicare recipients have the opportunity to review their Medicare plan and make any necessary changes. The following portion of Live at 9 is sponsored by Delta Medicare Benefits Group. And joining us now, their president, Bobby Jones. Hi, Bobby.
Hey, it's good to be here.
Good to see you. Okay, so first, have there been any significant changes that people need to know about with Medicare?
One word, huge. Huge changes this year, bigger than I've ever seen. If anybody on a Medicare Advantage plan or anybody on a prescription drug plan needs to check this year, more importantly than any other year that I've seen since I've been in the business, because the government has changed the way that drugs are done. There's no donut hole, for example. There's a $2,000 max out-of-pocket spend for any one specific Medicare beneficiary for their medication. So with those changes come changes in the plan. Some premiums go up, some deductibles may go up. They have to bridge that gap between paying out more and what they're going to collect from the beneficiary. So if you've been on a plan, even the inexpensive 50-cent WellCare value script plans, I would say definitely call this year and let's make sure that your drugs are still going to be covered the way that they want them to be covered. Make sure that your premiums don't get too high. Let's just make sure that you're ready to go for 2025, and it all starts with a simple phone call. Just give us a call. We'll be glad to go through it for you. We don't charge anything for our services, so if you just want a review, you may not want to change anything, but you might want the peace of mind and knowing that you're going to be in good shape for 2025.
And why is it important that your advisors are actually here in Memphis?
Well, we take great pride in the fact that we are all Memphians here in Memphis. We deal with the Memphis people. We know the Memphis plans. That is all of our whole team. So we've got I think 12, 13 people up there in the office at 5050 Poplar who are standing by ready to take care of Memphians. Like I said, that's what they study, are the plans that are here. I would not trust my health insurance to an 800 number to a complete stranger, somebody that I will never see and I'll probably never get on the phone again. With us, you're welcome to come to the office. You meet your advisor face to face. If you like, you could do it on the phone. Either way is fine, but they're always going to be here. They're always going to be your advisor, and they're easy to find when you're ready for questions.
And I think what you're saying now more than ever, it's important to actually know who's on that other end of any service that you have. So.
And there's so many scams and things. And so, yeah, to know your person, know he's one of your neighbors, I think is very, very important.
Yes, and that number is the lifeline that you need to reach out, 901-460-7220. Thank you so much, Bobby Jones, for being here.
Thank you.
And the preceding portion of Live at 9 is sponsored by Delta Medicare Benefits Group.
One content segment during Live at 9 today was paid for by Delta Medicare Benefits Group.